Hello everybody, my name is Zagaban and welcome to my channel. Christmas, some of us, our favourite holidays. For me, personally, it's not my favourite. My favourite is summer. Because, you get that 2 months older and all that. Okay. Well, that was cringe. Anyways, this video is about summer. Don't you like summer? The long stretched out days. Weather that allows you to slap on some sunscreen and go outside for adventure and fun. Got holidays planned and booked. Beaches, BBQs, so many activities for you to do. For that is the beauty of summer. And so, here I am to share my summer experience this year. I went camping for 3 days. On the second day we went to the beach and explored the area and ended that day going to the arcade and had dinner outside. Third day we packed up and left to another location with a river. That was also a camping site but it had more activities. Around this time my mom's birthday came up and we celebrated it. Shortly afterwards, we had some relatives come over and had some BBQ. The day after that, with the same relatives, we went to a beach in Folkestone. We ended that day having a nice meal at a Nepalese cuisine restaurant. A week or two after Folkestone, we packed 2 days worth of clothes and headed to another relative's place. On the second day, I got to explore Windsor Castle. On the way back from Windsor Castle, we went to another relative's place. We had a night's rest at their place and the next day we went to a garden. Yeah, this is just a bunch of pictures. You can skip ahead at this time. After we got back from the 2 days trip, we had a night's rest and started moving again for another trip to Cornwall. We took the A303 and A30. About 6 hours in, we finally reached Perranporth, located north coast of Cornwall. Look at this tap I recorded. I don't know why it intrigued me, but it did. We stayed there 4 days overall. On the first day we spent it on travelling to get there, so we didn't do anything that day. On the second day we explored the area and we walked around the cliff edge and down on the Perranporth beach and its neighbour Perran Beach. While we were up at the cliff's edge, we found a cave as well. Nice. While we were down on the beach, we mainly explored the interesting rock formations, such as like arcs and cracks and more caves. We kept on walking across the beach onto the hill that separated the neighbor beach as well, which was the Perran Beach.
On the same day, something tragic happened. Someone lost their life while surfing or swimming, I'm not sure. But I got a recording of the emergency helicopters arriving and a picture of the police getting involved. All I can say is rest in peace. On a much more bright note, on the third day we went surfing. This was actually a very enjoyable day. And I got a very nasty tan. This is pretty cringe, but I wanted to have a necklace that, looks pretty radical. Oh, that was painful to say. And yeah, I bought one. On the fourth day, we went to a garden about an hour away. We met up with the same relatives that we went to Folkestone with. After the garden, we headed over to a concert thingy. I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but here's the location for it. Because we didn't book a ticket beforehand, we ended up not going and just collected my cuz and headed to our next destination. It was a pretty chill time. We had some nice lunch and nice chill time and took a few pictures as well. We finished the day heading over to where my cuz was staying at and had a nice dinner. Because we ended the day late, we headed straight to bed. So on to the next day, we packed up and left the resort and headed to our next stop, the Eden Project. The place was pretty nice actually. This is probably my age talking, but I had a pretty chill time. The activities there were actually quite nice as well. I didn't get to do any of it though, but it was okay. Obviously the domes aren't just for show and everything is perfectly modified so the plants can survive. The climate that we were in were hot and humid, so yeah, these rooms were those who couldn't handle it well. This is just an artificial steam on a bridge. We had lunch here. The food was shit. The next dome that we went in was quite bland to say the least, with a couple of weird statues. Once we got back home from all of this, we celebrated my dad's birthday. So we celebrated 2 birthdays this summer as well. Yeah, that's it. If you've made it to this point, thank you for watching. All in all, I could say that it was a pretty chill summer, quite eventful actually. You probably noticed that I went to the beach quite a lot. Yeah, I got a pretty nasty tan from it. I guess I could make a bit of a speech. This summer experience has taught me that no matter how rough, tough, how difficult times can be, and no matter how lonely you feel, there's always people around you. Well, that's quite obvious knowing there's a lot of people on this planet floating out in space. But even though there's a lot of us, it can be lonely sometimes. You just have to find the right people, I guess, and blah blah blah. And yeah, this summer has taught me that. Well, that was fucking cringe.